All right, well, we're ready to put some sauce on, and we learned a lesson. Make sure you put your exhaust fan on, because as soon as I took this out of the oven from all the grease and drippings, that smoke came out and set off my smoke alarms. So we had to turn off the smoke alarm, or hit the reset on them, because we didn't have the fan on. So make sure you always use your exhaust fan to get all that smoke out. But I was telling you earlier about the pan. You see how all those drippings went down in there? So that keeps this nice. Look at that. That's nice and crisp on the meat there. It's not like soggy, but still juicy. So now we're going to put some sauce on. And this is a combination of just Kroger Original and some Kraft Hickory Smoke. Both are, dollar and a half barbecue sauce. You don't need to have anything fancy on the sauce. I know people will tell you it's all about the sauce. It's really about the seasonings and how you cook it and letting that sauce soak in, because pretty much most sauces taste pretty similar in it. I used to spend a lot of time and effort making my own sauce, and it just wasn't really worth it, because you can't really taste very much of a difference between the sauces. So anyway, I'm going to get ready to put some sauce on. And what I do is I liberally, and I mean liberally, put sauce on, because I want my chicken to be very saucy. So I'll liberally, and see, look how that's liberal. I mean, none of that conservative stuff here. I'm not going to be cheap here. I'm going to put that sauce on. And again, because it's, commercial barbecue sauce is not all that expensive. So there's no reason to be cheap with it. And that's what gives it the flavor, is if you really are generous with the sauce. So I'm going to be generous with my sauce here. So I'm spreading it out really nice. Add a little more here. On here. And yeah, see, some of it's getting down the bottom. That's okay. Nothing to get worked up about. Because again, it's just barbecue sauce. That's why you don't want to spend $5 or $6 on a bottle of barbecue sauce. You really don't, unless you're like having the president or something come over for dinner, and you're going full out for gourmet. Then you don't need to worry about it. And here's a little note about the president. He doesn't like to touch anything when he eats. I don't know if you knew that or not. So if he's having barbecue, he's not going to get his fingers all over it. So getting the Sticky Fingers brand is not going to impress him at all, because he just doesn't do that. He's very meticulous and clean, and got to have some respect for people like that. So, that's pretty liberal here on the application of the sauce. I love barbecue sauce. I can eat barbecue sauce just by itself sometimes. See, we liberally applied this, and that's great. That's a good thing. Let me get some on this one. So what I did is I had a half a bottle of each. So I just mixed them together in the same bottle. And I'll do that with my barbecue sauces. I may not necessarily buy the same brand. I'll buy whatever I can get for the best price. Whatever's on sale is what I'll tend to buy. And then I'll just tend to mix them together. And that gives it a kind of a unique, kind of cool flavor on there. And people are too married to a particular brand of sauce. And growing up in St. Louis, a lot of people, it was Mall's barbecue sauce. And that was the only sauce they could ever eat was Mall's barbecue sauce. And frankly, I can't really taste the difference on sauces. I think it's just a bunch of baloney. So we're all sauced up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these back in for about 5 more minutes. And then I'll take them back